goes without saying that either, the change in leadership or, not being who they want to be, or the work that we've, put in thus far means they deserve to have an opportunity to start the season off this way. And the most important thing I think that I got out of today, and I know they did, is, one thing I talked about is what do you do when adversity hits? And we certainly had our fair share in the first half, late in the first half and beginning of the second. And, they had every opportunity to stop playing, and they didn't. And, we chipped away, and, I thought that Tommy and Billy and Mike especially did a really good job of leading us, and making sure that we gave ourselves an opportunity on the defensive end, which is most pleasing for me, that we could create some stops that we weren't getting in the first half and turn them into baskets. And I thought once we realized how much we had to drive the ball into the paint, that it was big for us, and we could get to the line and get easier baskets and not settle. So, defense to offense was good, which is the way, hopefully we'll continue to win games. And again, most importantly, the adversity that we face, that we could overcome it. Questions?
Turn them over 10 times in the second half and both scoring 27% shooting. What do you thought about halftime? Was the emphasis and way for the difference?
It was not even close to fire and brimstone. It was just a conversation about how we were playing the game, and I thought, mentally we weren't doing, even when we were up in the first half, we weren't doing the things that we needed to do. We weren't sticking to our game plan that we talked about for the last 3 days, and so it was a matter of, hey, I could credit them, and I think what we did today was we played against a program. The kids on their team, they knew what they were doing. They had confidence because whether they were young or old, they've been doing it for a while. And even the young guys stepped in, and you can tell why they've been successful over the last few years. But, more importantly for us, at halftime, it was just about I thought, we only gave up 35 points, so our defense wasn't what was hurting us more than our mental mistakes. Whether they be turnovers, untimely, or mostly just settling for jump shots. We wanted to, and I've seen it a million times, where you just want to make a 10-point basket. And if I can see the ball go in and shoot a jump shot and it goes in, everything will be good. And that's not how it goes. So we just had to work harder at getting better and easier shots, and I thought we did that in the second half.
Points in the paint. You only allowed 18 points in the paint. How much would you credit that to your style of pack line defense?
Well, I don't know if I would call it. I give credit to Tony Bennett for and his dad for what exactly pack line defense is. I don't know all the rules. I just know that we play percentages, and the percentages say when the ball is in the paint, that's not good. And so we've got to do as good a job as we can possibly do at making the other team shoot jump shots with a hand in their face. And when we do that, we prevent drives and prevent easy post touches or just high percentage areas. Then we stand a better chance. And the fact that we have some, especially on the perimeter, some good size means that our length can help us. When we present ourselves to the defense, to the offense, we can cover up that painted area. And if we continue to do that, then again, I'll play like baseball managers do. You play the percentage games.
Say anything to Garrett at the halftime in the locker room? He really got going in that second half.
Yeah, nothing specific. That I didn't tell him anything. I didn't tell anybody else. My challenge was, again, and I think he's a really good jump shooter, but it wasn't the time or place to just start settling. Just drive the basketball. I thought he had to play with better pace. I thought he was starting the offense off slow. And so as he did that, the four guys in the places they had to go were going slow too. So as he got better pace, as he drove the ball more, everybody else did the same thing.
After getting in a win where you rallied back and the first game of the season, how much confidence does this give you guys going into the rest of the season?
I like to think that it's a good step forward. It's one game. I think everybody across the country is trying to figure themselves out right now. But what my fear was, and it's happened in our league and it's happened across the country, that you don't try to learn or find out where you're at with a loss. That was my biggest concern, and I knew we were playing a quality opponent. So it's a growing step. I'm going to treat it as such, particularly the way we came back, and as I said at the beginning, what it means to face adversity and overcome it. But at the same point in time, we got so many other things we've got to get better at, as do everybody else in the country right now. And so, we got our fair share of work to do, starting tomorrow morning when we get back to work, and hopefully, do better when we get to Tuesday against Penn State.